Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Elyse Marie, and today we're going to be doing my eyeshadow palette collection. I did do one of these, but a very long time ago, like 2 years ago, I did one of them, and I think I had maybe like 20 eyeshadow palettes, and I definitely have a lot more than that now. So I'm just going to be going over my eyeshadow palettes. I did do a boxy upload, which was a horrible upload. I know that it was just bad quality, but I didn't want to have to re-record it and kind of like fake it, if that makes sense. And so I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna just go ahead and put it out. And I did do a giveaway, so if you want to be entering that giveaway, go ahead and go to the video that I posted, obviously before this one, or I will link that video in the description and you guys can enter in that giveaway. If you don't want to, that's fine. If you're new and you want to, go ahead, whatever, that's up to you. So let's just go ahead and get into these eyeshadows because there's a lot, and hopefully I don't have to do a part 2 because I hate when people do part 2s. But if I do, I'm sorry in advance. I don't want this video to be too long, so that's the only reason why I would do a part 2. So yeah, I don't know if you guys can see, but this is all of them right here, and then I have some right here, and then I have some more in the back, and then I have another drawer, so that's why I said it'd be a part 2. So I'm just gonna start with these right here, and then we'll work our way to the back. So yeah, the first ones that I have right here are my ABHs. I just have 4 of them. I think I had another one, but I didn't like it. I got it from TJ Maxx, and I just didn't like it, so I got rid of them. But these are the 4 that I currently like right now. The first one is the Jackie Aina one. This is new to my collection. I haven't used this yet, but it's still pretty. I love this. I've been dying to get this eyeshadow palette, but I just like kind of like waited until like I was able to get it on a sale. A lot of my eyeshadow palettes I got within a sale. Somehow I got a sale, so that's what that is. I like to shop cheap and smart and not over what I can afford. This is the Soft Glam one. This is the only eyeshadow palette that you're gonna see that has hit pan, and I'm really proud of that. This is one of my top favorite eyeshadows, obviously, because I hit pan, and I just love this eyeshadow palette. It blends well. The formula is amazing. Now this one, the Subculture one, of course, everybody knows, like, when this came out, it didn't get that good reviews at all. It's either you like this palette or you hate this palette. No in between. Like, for me, I do like this palette. It is a little difficult to work with, especially if you're a beginner. But if you don't mind and you have the time to sit and blend out your eyeshadows, this is like a very fall winter type of eyeshadow palette, and I do enjoy it. Now, out of the ones that I've tried, this one is my least favorite. This is the Modern Renaissance, and this is one of those eyeshadows that YouTube kind of made me buy because everybody just like raved about it, and I don't know how everybody else feels, but this palette is not my favorite. So if I do a declutter, because I do declutters a lot and I give away to a lot of my friends and family a lot, if I do decide to declutter this, then you know why, because I don't really pick it up as much. It's just not my favorite, and I'll let YouTube force me into buying it. The next one I have are Too Faced's. This is the Too Faced Gingerbread Spice Palette. I wanted the second one, but I ended up not getting it. But this one is gorgeous. Actually, this palette is the reason why I got back into Too Faced's eyeshadows. A lot of their eyeshadows is like a hit and miss for me, but this eyeshadow, the shimmers in here are really freaking bomb, and like the metallic, I can't say that word right, but I love this palette. So this one is like one of my favorites by Too Faced. And since I like that one, I was like, you know what, let me go back and try the chocolate gold palette, because I had the sweet, I think it's Sweet Tooth or semi-sweet, yeah, semi-sweet one, and I didn't like that. So I went and got the chocolate gold one, even though there's only like 4 mattes, and I can't really use these mattes besides like the black and maybe like this little brown one right there for like setting my eyeshadow. But other than that, this is like a full shimmer palette, and I haven't really played with it much, but it's still like a gorgeous palette. And like, I've been trying to buy like matte palettes so that way I can like kind of take this on trips with me, but we're like in a pandemic, so I don't see that happening no time soon. This is the It's My Ray Ray and BH collab, and it just has their face portion right here. So you have your highlights and your contour bronzers. One thing I like about this is that it's like so inclusive. I can definitely use this all over my face, like use this underneath my eyes. I can use this around my face, use this as a bronzer, contour. A little bit too dark to be a bronzer, so it'll have to be like a contour. I can use all of these highlights. This one mostly as like an inner corner highlight. And then at the top, you have your mirror, and then you have your eyeshadows, which I do love also. And then I recently just got her second collab with them, and it looks like that. If you know me or if you follow me like on Instagram, I'm sorry the light is blinding you guys, but that should be better. I love color. Like, I rather have color on my eyes than like regular like neutral kind of shades. I just feel like color on me looks a lot better than like regular neutral like everyday kind of looks. But yeah, the next ones are Makeup Revolution. This one is the Sophie one. This is a new one actually. I'm not gonna open that one because that one's new. This is my old one. It broke, and they don't sell this one no more. But I found it at TJ Maxx a couple weeks ago for only like $4. So I ended up getting a new one because I do like this. But this was eventually going to get messy, or it was going to start breaking into my drawer because I do go in this drawer a lot. So I didn't want it to get messy in my drawer, seeing that it's white. So I ended up just getting a new one. And this one eventually is going to be thrown away. I'm actually going to take it out of my drawer. But that's what that one is. And then I got the, what is this called? This is the Fierce Wild Animal palette by them. And I haven't used this, so I can't really say. I have not really tried a lot of Makeup Revolution's eyeshadows, but the Sophie X one, and I do love that one. I love the formula in that one, but this one I haven't tried, and I'm excited to try this because those colors look bomb. And then I got the Tammy and Makeup Revolution one, and again, I love color. I was like on a hunt for like all different kind of like rainbow eyeshadows, palettes and stuff like that, and I probably went a little bit overboard because now I just have too many rainbow eyeshadow palettes, and they pretty much all have the same colors, and I only go for blues, greens, and oranges. I just started doing yellow, so whatever. Then I have some Urban Decays. I have the Naked Heat. I had the Smoky, and I know I had another one of these, but I ended up giving those away. I'm not a fan of Urban Decay's eyeshadow formula. I'm just not. When I do use this, I do like the looks that I get, but it's like you're only really making 1 or 2 looks with this. With all of these eyeshadows, I should be making more than 1 or 2 looks out of those, but whatever. Same with this Urban Decay Born Run. Everybody loves this palette. I just don't care for it. The packaging on here is so freaking gorgeous, and when it first came out, I wanted it, but when I got it, I was just like, I've got better eyeshadows, better eyeshadow formula that I prefer more, so I won't, like, the colors in here are colors that I will go for, but as far as it being, I don't know, I don't know, it's not, maybe the mattes, I think I like the mattes here, but the shimmers, I don't like them. This is the Dominique Cosmetics palette that we got from a BoxyCharm. I haven't used this, so I can't really tell you if I like it or not, but I know I do love her formula because I use her latte palette a lot. It doesn't look like it, but I do use it a lot, and her formula is freaking amazing. Like, it's bomb. It's so bomb. This is like one of, like, a small portion of my eyeshadow palette collection that I paid like full price for. I just feel like her formula is probably like the top 3 of like my favorite eyeshadow formula. Like, they're just bomb. So I support her. I also I just got this one, so I haven't tried this one out. This one is the Rustic Glam one. Honestly, I'm not that inspired by this eyeshadow palette, but she's so good at laying out her eyeshadows that it makes you want to buy them. Even if you're not like all that good in makeup, she makes you want to buy them. Like this Berries and Cream one. Yo, I don't even like purples on my eye at all. And it's mostly like purples and like, you know, a pop of blue and a black. And like you have like your gold, champagne golds or whatever. But the you can't tell me this eyeshadow palette don't look yummy. It looks so good. Her placements are what catches you. And I love that about her eyeshadows. Even though they're so good, I don't really reach for this one. I reached for it like last week, but that was it. And then Carity palettes. They were having like a deal when I got these, like the beginning of last year. This is the Frost palette, and I haven't used it. And I've had this for a year, which is sad. So I don't even know if it's good or not. The Picante palette, again, I had it since last year because they was having like a little sale. And they're like 30 bucks. Like, why are they so expensive for them to be drugstore eyeshadow palettes? It's like they're kind of like how NYX is right now. Like NYX is like charging people like $40-$50 for eyeshadow palettes for them to be in the drugstore. What happened to drugstores being like Wet n Wild and Elf prices? Like, what happened to that? I don't freaking know, but I bought them. Do I like the Picante palette because I tried it maybe twice? I don't know. I don't remember because it wasn't that wow to me. This is a Too Faced Natural Max. We got this in a BoxyCharm, and I haven't used it. So, again, it's just like natural matte colors. And this is one of the eyeshadow palettes that I put in. Oh, no. So, this is mine that I already had. And then the one that came in a BoxyCharm, I'm giving away. But we got this in a BoxyCharm, and the one that's in BoxyCharm, I'm giving away. So, again, if you want to enter in that giveaway, go ahead and hit that link in the description so you can be entered. This is ColourPop. I used to have a gang of ColourPop palettes, but I started to notice, like, their eyeshadow formula is not that bomb. As I started to get into eyeshadows, they're not that great. Like, you got some hit and misses, and it's hard to keep up with ColourPop's releases because they release a new eyeshadow palette, a new collection like every other day. And I'm not, even though they're affordable, I'm not about to be buying all those eyeshadow palettes. This is the Yes Please. This is one of their first eyeshadow palettes that they've ever came out with, and I think I got this on the second launch. So this is an old palette, and I don't reach for it, but I kept it. For what reason, I don't freaking know, because I don't reach for it no more. I was thinking about rebuying it, but I probably won't do that because I don't reach for it. I just need to go ahead and throw it out because it's old. It's old. This is the Dream Street one. I got this around the same time I got that Yes Please palette, but they don't sell this anymore. And this right here, this Kathleen Lights and Dream Street ColourPop palette was legit their best eyeshadow palette. I don't care what nobody says, this is their best eyeshadow palette that they had, hands down, and they don't even sell it no more. So that freaking sucks. Hopefully it comes like in TJ Maxx or something to where we can pick them up, because I would definitely get a backup one because I love this. I'm not getting rid of it just because they let it go without even telling me. They didn't send me a notice or nothing. Didn't say, hey, Elyse, we're about to get rid of that palette. So no. I got a couple of this Ace Beauté. I don't know if it's Beauté or Beaut. So many people say it so different ways. I'm going to say Beauté. So Ace Beauté. I don't know. This is a Scarlet Dust. This is a pretty palette. I just don't use it as much because it's pink. And I know I said I like colored on my eyes, but I don't like pink on my eyes. I don't like purple on my eyes. But I have done a purple and pink look before, and it came out nice or whatever. But I just don't like those kind of colors. Now, this palette, if I had to make an eyeshadow palette, this would be it right here. Everything in this palette, I have touched. And there is not a palette in my collection that I can think of off the top of my head that I haven't used everything in it. Like, I mean like an actual whole palette, not like a 3 or 4 eyeshadow kind of palette. I mean like a whole entire palette. Like, I use this whole entire palette. Like, this is my jam. Like, I love this. So if you're ever trying to find like a black owned makeup brand, try this one out because this is black owned and we support black owned businesses, right? I have this Dose of Color Francation palette. This is the palette that I have to put away because I know this is limited edition and I'm not about to let this just go easily. And I was using this like every freaking day. I love this palette. I love this palette. This is the Hello Charmless and BoxyCharm palette. I haven't used it. Can't really tell you if I like it or not. It was cute that they came out with it. I do want to try it, but it's just not eyeshadows that I really go for. I probably would go for them. I don't know. I'm going to play around and see if I like it. Oh, okay. I lied. This is another palette that just screams me. This is another palette that I've used. But this has like 8 eyeshadows. Like, okay, that can be a palette, I guess. But I don't know. I love this eyeshadow palette. Like, this screams me. And this is the Alamar Cosmetics brand. This is the Latino brand. We support Latino brands. All right. So I rock with this one. This is my favorite. Her second one, I wasn't really feeling. So I don't know about that. But this one, bomb. And then the ones over here, this is what I'm talking about. This next one. Can I open it? I think this next one retails for 20 bucks for these eyeshadows. But this is NYX though. You might be looking at it like, oh, that's a lot of eyeshadows. The pens are small. But this eyeshadow palette is 20 bucks, right? But they're drugstore, okay? If you're gonna make me spend 20 bucks on these kind of eyeshadows, then they better be hitting better than freaking else $3 eyeshadows, because this don't really hit like that. So come on now, NYX. Come on now. You gotta do better. This came in a BoxyCharm. This is the creating, I don't know, Cali Check. I have this color, maybe these color schemes, maybe 100 times in this eyeshadow palette collection. Like, you're gonna see these colors all over again. I haven't even used it. That's how like, if this would have came like back when I only had like 20 eyeshadows, then I would have been like, oh yeah, this is bomb, go ahead and copy you. But I'm not even gonna stunt you. Like, I probably won't even use this. This is probably gonna go in another giveaway. Now this one, this is the Warriors 2 palette by Juvia. And this is the all matte palette that I rock with. Like, it's dirty, so excuse that. But other than that, this eyeshadow palette, this is bomb. This is a black owned business too, and again, we support those. So go ahead and copy that, because I love that eyeshadow palette too. Let me just move these out the way so that way we can get to the back. Can I get to the back? I think I can. This is Tati Beauty. I don't want to hear about what's going on with them right now, because I bought it before all that stuff happened. I don't know if you're Team Tati or if you're not, but I haven't even used it. I actually got this for myself for my birthday in April, and I just haven't used it because it's just so pretty that I don't want to touch it. You know what I mean? Like, you ever had an eyeshadow palette that's just so pretty and you don't want to touch it? That's why I don't do swatches. Like, I don't do swatches. I don't know if y'all noticed I haven't swatched anything, but I don't do swatches because this is just too pretty to be over here swatching, putting on your arm, and then getting a makeup wipe, wasting makeup wipe to take off a pretty eyeshadow that could have been on your face and you could have been having bomb Instagram photos. No, I'm not doing that. This is the new Tati collab with Makeup Revolution, and this is called the Tropical Twilight. I haven't used this yet either. Did I just stick my finger in there? No, I haven't used this yet either, but this, Tammy, yo, you did your thing, girl. It's huge. I've been hearing mixed reviews about this, but I haven't used it. I got the full collection, both of her face palettes, and then the lip combo that came with. They're not part of like her own like collection with them. I think they were like liquid lipsticks and a lip pencil that they already had, but she tied them with, I don't know how that happened, but it happened. And if you guys want to see me do a look with this, let me know and I'll do that with like the whole collection and let you know how I feel about it. Another ColourPop palette that I have, and this is the Kathleen Lights. I haven't used it, but I know it's good because, well, I don't know if it's good, but I love Kathleen. I love Kathleen Lights a lot, so I was like, I have to support it because I didn't get her Zodiac palette because I just wasn't into it, and I didn't get the pigments because those are messy, and I'm not good with like loose pigments. I'm scared of them. They terrify me, and I just rather not mess with them and destroy my face, my desk, my floors, and my life with loose pigment. So we're just gonna not use those. Next, this is what I'm talking about. I don't get me wrong, I like this palette. I did a really cute blue look with this palette. I did a really cute orange, like sunset kind of vibe look with this palette. But this palette retails for $35. So you best believe I waited for this palette to go on sale because it's always on sale. Never buy this palette for full price. Never. Kathleen Lights is the one that like kind of made me want to get it. But I was like, $35? No, we're gonna wait till she's on sale because she is too expensive for $35 and to be a NYX. I don't care how many eyeshadow palettes they give. I mean, eyeshadow colors that they give you. When you got people like Morphe and ColourPop selling you eyeshadow palettes less than $35 freaking dollars with a freaking discount code. No, I'm not paying that. So I was like, no. Now, if I doubt it, I can get this out, but we're going to try. This is old because if you recognize the packaging, you know that this came out the Christmas of 2017, I want to say. Yeah, this had to be in 2017 because now they have different packaging. And this palette, I don't know if I can get it even all in the frame, but I use this palette more than anything. I freaking like the bottom row. Like the bottom two rows, I use more than anything because it got my greens. It got my blues right there. I don't really mess with the top, you know, but This is a good palette, and I'm not getting rid of it. I don't care how old this is. I'm keeping it. And then lastly in this drawer, because we're gonna have to do a part 2. I know I didn't want to do that, but I'm not about to do a whole drawer and then have this video like 35, not 35, like an hour long. Even though I know you guys will probably watch it, no, I'm not doing that. This is the James Charles and Morphe palette. It looked like it's in good condition because I barely use it. And I'm mad kind of that I paid for it, because in all reality, I really should have just got the brush set because I was trying to grow my brush collection. So I decided to get the set because I was just like, oh, how you gonna get the brushes and not the palette? But then when I got the palette, I'm just like, dang, like I got these eyeshadows, colors, and other palettes, and I just wasted money. So that's what that is. So we're gonna cut this part short and sweet, and I will see you guys for part 2. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and also make sure you guys check out that other video that I was telling you guys about, my boxy unboxing. If you guys want to enter in that giveaway, the link again will be in the description down below, or however they did it now, but that's where it's gonna be. So yeah, I will see you guys for part 2.